Heck yeah.
We are live, Luna Vinci. Welcome back to another delicious dinner time, supper time madness. It's magic. What do we have tonight? I think we have Sloppy Joes.
We do.
I wonder whose is more sloppy. Mine, I thought was going to be pretty sloppy.
I think I won.
You got a good slop to your Joe. I like that. I like that a lot.
There's still steam coming off of it. I'm excited to eat it.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat it with a spoon.
Oh, you're going to spoon it? See, I'm going to try and be sloppy with mine. I'm going to see what happens if I'm going to have to make them right here. I got this little spoon scooper. I'm asking for trouble because I'm the messiest person I know. I'm like, they should probably have named these Sloppy Billies because that's the type of guy I am.
Yeah.
I'm sloppy.
Yeah. Why did they say average Joe and then call it a sloppy Joe?
Yeah.
It's a sloppy Joe, then it's not an average Joe. Kind of takes away from the average Joe thing.
It really, it's confusing. But let's see how sloppy this gets. I got these keto bread rolls. I used the sugar-free Sweet Baby Ray's as the red base. And then put in some onions and other things. I put some tomato and stuff in it too. It should be sloppy enough. Oh, yeah. How's everybody doing tonight?
I sauteed some red peppers and onions. And I have organic beef.
That beef?
Mm-hmm.
You got beef? Mine's actually turkey. I was thinking...
I got beef.
We got beef, homie. I wasn't sure if I wanted turkey or if I wanted beef. And I was looking at the calories on the back of the turkey. I was like, let's just go with turkey and see how that turns out. Maybe it'll be just fine. But I gotta slop it.
I only had salad today. So that I had room for sloppy joes.
Sloppy?
Mm-hmm. And there's a reason I don't have buns. The person, October, who was getting food at the store, forgot the buns.
Did not do a bun.
But that's okay, because this bread is fucking delicious anyway.
It looks like really good bread. I'm not mad at it.
It's wheat. It's a type of wheat bread. It's good.
Yeah.
And it's got seeds in it.
I got these keto buns, so that everything's low carb. The low carb Sweet Baby Ray's, the low carb keto bread, the turkey, the little vegetables I put in. It's good. Lowbrow Jester, how you doing? The Vampus, Corsets and Curls, Static Beats, Be Quick, how you doing? Hey, do I love Kanye West? Do I love Kanye West? I do love Kanye West. I think he's a very interesting gentleman.
A motherfucker gentleman.
He's a motherfucker gentleman. I listened to Pineapple Apple Pin yesterday.
For the first time?
No, I just listened to it again. I went back to it. I was like, let's go back to the classics.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I just thought to myself that it came to my head. I was like, I should listen to that again.
So you see how many people are just finding out that slobs has nothing to do with OBS?
Yeah.
Which myself and many other people told people when it happened, nobody fucking listened.
That's the thing about OBS, though. It's always been open source, so you're technically like... They wanted you to do what Streamlabs OBS did, but Streamlabs OBS took the name OBS to make it seem like they were OBS, which is shady. Like what they actually did to make their platform not that big of a deal. That's what OBS wanted people to do. But branding the OBS name is like, what? I'm so sloppy with my Joe already.
The key is to eat it with a spoon like it's a melon baller. Nom nom.
Mine's more of like a barbecue-y flavor to it because I use the barbecue sauce as the red base.
Oh, mine's straight up manwich.
Yum.
I got manwich. No way was I doing sloppy joes and not getting the manwich. Based American girl.
What's up, Puppet Master? How you doing? Everything is so sloppy. I already feel dirty just eating this.
I was traumatized when I was younger. One of my grandfathers was very etiquetteful or whatever the word is. And if elbows touched the table, you got stabbed with something.
Yeah, I don't remember my family ever being
See how my
that
elbow
way.
is hovering off of the desk? I can't put it down.
What's up, Lunar Phoenix? Blow up smoke. How you doing? Yeah, my family barely ever ate at the table, like my immediate family. We were grubby, we were dirty, we were low class trash.
That's how my family was. But my one grandfather.
Hey, thank you, Be Quick.
My pop-up was my favorite.
Yeah, my grandparents are they had their like rules, but they weren't strict like that. Like none of us we weren't the type of people that had dining sets with the silverware set out a certain way or anything.
Yeah.
I'm one sloppy Joe in the bag. I'm going for a second one.
Really?
Yeah, mine are a little smaller. And I'm also a lot bigger, so I'm going in for a number 2. I'm big boying on mine.
Yeah, I'm convinced there's like way too many kids on Twitter now.
On Twitter? How come?
Just how reactionary people are, especially on Twitter. There's something about Twitch and Twitter that just seems petulant.
Well, Twitter is like, it's reactionary. It's like all about your opinion, like, because it's basically text, you know? You're not creating.
It's not really about your opinion. It's about letting everyone else in the world know exactly what bothers you so that they can then go and bother you. And all of you are literally so stupid. You don't learn from that. You just keep fucking telling people what bothers you. And then it happens. It's like, doesn't dawn on people that maybe Twitter is a public place and everybody can see everything. Oh no, not all of Twitter. It's
but then
just the majority of. And then, I mean, I deleted TikTok off my phone completely.
But then you have like the people who are on Twitter that don't have to back up anything they say in the real world. So am I super loud? I can't tell.
No, you sound fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, they don't have to back up anything they say in the real world because they hide behind screen names. Sweet girl, what's up? HCW, that's a good idea. But yeah, they just basically can stir up whatever they want. They're faceless, nameless people who go around like starting trouble, and then all these dumb people get super invested in it. Like Dave Chappelle had said that Daphne Dorman, the trans woman who killed herself after making comments about him, his special, was getting like trolled terribly online, and now there's like a bunch of trolls. They're like, there's no proof of this trolling online. We can't find it anywhere. But like, I can't see that. Like, it's the internet, right? Like, any opinion ever, whether it's controversial or not, gets responded to.
Why do you think they made a human emotion against the rules? Why isn't anybody pissed off about this? You know? Hatred is a fucking human emotion.
Yeah.
It's human. Somebody does something wrong to you, and they don't want to change. They want to be fucking evil.
Like the hierarchy of
You're
feelings.
You're gonna tell me hatred doesn't have a place, or doesn't belong, or is wrong in every single situation possible?
Well,
Fuck that.
it's only wrong where society deems it's wrong, right? Like hatred's
Fuck
perfectly
society.
fine.
Look at society. It's a fucking clown world.
Yeah. All these people that are like judgmental of other groups. Like you have the liberals that are like looking at the MAGA people like they're not human. How could they be human? They're Trump supporters. They don't support immigrants. They don't look at immigrants as human beings, but like at the same time, they're dehumanizing the MAGA people at the same time. It's like you have to start looking at everybody involved and realize they're all stupid human beings. They're all emotional idiots. You are too. If you are part of a groupthink scenario based on like sheer numbers, you're in the dumb group. Like there's no like stupid people can enjoy things together like pop music. You don't have to be super intelligent to enjoy pop music. So it's okay to groupthink with pop music. It's pop music. Everybody loves that. But when you start to have like groupthink with political opinions, it gets troublesome.
With identity, I'm sorry, but when your identity is wrapped up in a group and it's not individual, I really question your emotional maturity at this point. Sorry. Someone has to say it. And now that the dislike button is hidden or whatever to protect small creators, which no one with 2 brain cells to rub together is going to believe. Like, how are you going to give us a dislike button for all these years? It's good enough for us all this time. And then the second politicians, businesses, and corporations weasel their way onto our fucking platform, suddenly the dislike button is no good?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I know.
They think we're stupid. They think we're that stupid. They think all of us are fucking stupid.
I know the real reason they removed the dislike button, because they're gonna try and do a Twitter or a YouTube rewind video. And like the last rewind videos, the last 3 or 4 of those things that have come out have been hugely disliked because they never hit the right target. The one they did during Corona was like, it wasn't even really a rewind. It was like a cute little infographic. And I think that still got some hatred, but they know it's coming up. They're about to have that YouTube rewind, and they don't want to be responsible for all the dislikes they're going to get this year when they pick weird YouTube creators that not even half, 90% of the YouTube audience has no idea who any of these people are.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, hit that like button.
Hit that lick button, babies. John Zilla said no chewing. Cool. Why would I chew? It's literally Sloppy Joe. It's pre-chewed food. Brandon was getting too many dislikes. They had to disable it. Dude. Everybody's got dislikes. Barb Chandler?
Yeah, well,
What the
The meek are going to be taken over by China and practically already are. And a mask always slips.
The vaccine videos were getting massive dislikes. Oh, God. How's your favorite Sweet Boy Fredrickson? So good. How you doing, District?
I annihilated that sloppy Joe. That was so good.
I've eaten 2 already.
No, it's not because of COVID. COVID is just being used. It's just really convenient that a pandemic is happening right now, and not just any pandemic. One of the worst ones we've ever seen.
Well, it depends on what you think of as worst. Like, there's a lot of rich people that got even richer during this, so it's one of the best pandemics for them, right? The distribution of wealth has been crazy over the last year and a half, 2 years.
Yep.
So
and the price of things keep going up, and people keep buying more stuff.
Yeah, how the hell is bacon like $18 now? When I go to Costco to get my bacon, it was like $18 for it was like $11, $9, $10, $11 3 months ago. Yeah, I ain't dead. Not yet. The world will end in 2023 from the 666. No. Nostradamus was kind of corny. I don't look at Nostradamus for the future. Anything you want to know about the future, just go read Mark Twain. He was the real Nostradamus.
Mm-hmm.
Good reason to stop eating bacon. I mean, you're not wrong. The Antichrist gained his power from marking shipments of food clean? What?
Good reason to stop eating bacon. No such thing. The only good reason to stop eating bacon is because it's microwavable. Or turkey. Turkey bacon. What is that?
Turkey bacon?
Yeah.
I remember looking it up one time. I think it's like the haunch of a turkey, the cut of the turkey. Let me see, turkey bacon cut, turkey bacon.
Yeah, the desire to work a job also disappeared with COVID and lockdowns. It's almost like when the government gives people money for doing nothing, they want more of that money for doing nothing. Wow.
Yeah, so turkey bacon. Socialism.
Doing great things.
Well, we gotta start looking at the amount of money that, like, the earning power of the ultra rich has gone up, and the earning power of the ultra poor has not gone up. Minimum wage has been $7.25 for over a decade. We're dealing with a need to meet the needs of the many. We're getting pinched out. Like, if you have a ton of money, you can change the laws to benefit you, and people have been doing that over the last, since the 70s, since the early 70s. Everything we built up after the Great Depression, where we put all these protections and we went to rebuild America, everything we've done to rebuild America has been stripped away. And that's because the rich got their power back. They're like, oh yeah, we'll take a little minute. We'll give back. We'll make some freeways. We'll put a car in every garage and a turkey in every pot. You just wait. We gonna get you.
Peroxide says, the Bible says in the end times people will be afraid to go outside, but I never expected this. Yeah. People have been afraid to go outside ever since people were people. That's why people are like social groups. We're tribalistic because without each other, we'd actually get eaten by the wildlife around us.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple thousand fucking years, here we are.
Couple thousand years.
Eating each other alive.
And we were
Good
cool.
job.
We were cool with the kids going outside, no problem, in the 50s or 60s, and they would ride their bikes. They'd come home late, and we didn't know the predators were like the priests and the guys selling ice cream cones at the corner store.
Or the neighbor down the fucking block.
Exactly. I did see Leafy come back this week. I hope he's doing okay. He looks like he might be struggling a bit.
No.
I hope he's okay.
Me too.
Turkey bacon is from the thigh of the turkey, or it's from finely ground light and dark turkey meat, pressed and cured.
I need to get a space heater because I'm freezing.
I have one. I have a small one. I got that. It works as a fan and a space heater, but the fan part of it is super loud and annoying. You should get a little space heater off Amazon.
I should.
Like the one I have is probably the size of a basketball, maybe. It's not very big at all. Maybe a little bigger than a basketball.
I don't have agoraphobia. I just fucking hate people. Fucking hate you guys. Stop being stupid. Now. Stop it.
I love people.
I love people too.
But I'm a manipulator. So
yeah, you are. You're a sweet boy. Use all that honey and sugar. What's his handle?
I think Leafy's handle is @LeafyBurner on Twitter.
Storyfire.
Is Storyfire still running?
Other YouTube thing?
Yeah, it was McJuggernuggets and a bunch of other YouTubers were putting a lot of time and effort into building it. It was McJuggernuggets company. Bread, not keto? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Look at those buns. Look at those keto buns. They're 50 calories a bun.
Bill Fridge is way cuter than Weird Al. No offense. Weird
I like
Al.
Weird Al though. I think we're both very handsome.
I don't know.
And then
I think
I have
more
the no
handsome.
sugar added sweet baby Ray. I am very handsome though. Thank you. It's keto friendly. I use that as the red base of my sloppy, and I got some diced onion, pepper, and tomato in there too.
I have dessert.
Dessert? I think I'm just gonna clean up.
I have mochi and green tea, matcha, chocolate chip cake.
Yum.
Both are from Japan. I tried to save some of my baksu to eat with you guys.
For tonight?
I have bean rice crackers left, but I'm saving these for to put inside a ramen.
Yum.
I ate everything else though. These things are so good. And there's sake candy. This has alcohol in it. Now, I haven't had alcohol in like 2 years. This doesn't count, right?
No, of course not. It's a food grade alcohol.
I can have this, right? And still say I haven't had alcohol in 2 years.
Yeah, because you're not drinking.
This isn't going to be like, okay.
Yeah, you haven't drank in 2 years.
I just needed the okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's food grade. You're fine. It's like having a little wine cooked in your meal.
I needed Daddy's permission.
That's all you needed. What's up, Beer Gang? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Sweet Paris, how you doing? Spec has homophobia. I hate Homo sapiens, especially the straight ones, since they reproduce. That's true. The straight ones do have, they do spread the disease. We're getting sloppy, David Singleton. Yo, I got those sloppy joes. Eat them till they vominos. I got them ghosts dripping down my face. It's
NW
gross.
Beer Gang funded $5. Billy, freestyle about whatever you are feeling like.
Yo. Big Billy Bossy getting saucy. Sip it back, tipping like it's Carlo Rossi up in the big jug. Come get a big hug. I'm like Bill Fridge. I could get love. I wrote that song just now. This background music I have is too slow to really drop over. Chop, chop, chop it. We're just eating sloppy joes. How you doing, Belly Gang? Beer Gang, baby. How you doing? I was in Bremerton not too long ago. I was on the damn the boat at the dock there, the Turner Joy. I seen a ghost there. Or I heard a ghost there.
Dongo mochi.
Those mochis look good. You don't have to refreeze those. They're just like dry mochis.
Mm-hmm. It's squishy.
Eating a mochi. We're eating sloppies. I'm very sloppy sticky.
Japanese treats have like this cloudy, delicate flavor to them.
Yeah.
It's like dreamy food.
Interesting.
I really want to go to Japan. Could you imagine going to Japan?
Yeah, I think I would be I think I'd have a lot of fun in Japan.
I think we would too. I think we would eat so much.
Here's the deal. We'll get $10,000 and we'll use it to blow on dumb shit in Japan. We can't go to Japan until we have $10,000 to blow. I wonder, like, how long we have to look and see how long that would last us. Like,
I don't know, because if I see a sex spot, I'm buying it.
I might borrow one.
I don't even know if you can get one for under 10 grand.
Not worth it.
I don't think you can. I think they're like,
I'm doing
20?
good, Beer Gang.
Okay.
Thank you. We're just over here slamming sloppy joes, eating treats. Can you come to Japan with us? Maybe.
I want a sex spot that's exactly my dimensions. Looks exactly like me. So I can use it as a mannequin. And make clothes on it.
How often would people tell you to go fuck yourself, though?
As many times as I would say, yes, I'm gonna go do that.
Biggie and Tupac are legends because they both died at the perfect crest when rap was already not underground but not yet mainstream.
Akis funded $10.
Damn.
Biggie and Tupac are legends because they both died at that perfect crest when rap was already not underground but not yet mainstream. Billy, do you remember what you were doing when
Joe
you heard
Rogan.
Tupac die?
I was like a little kid when Tupac
Snoop
died.
interview?
No, on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, Snoop was on Joe Rogan's
I gotta see that. I will watch that.
podcast, and they watched this really obscure video of Biggie. I think he was like 17 or something, and he was, rap battling on the street. It was fucking fire,
Yeah, he's got some great rap battle videos, like freestyle videos.
And he was super young, but Snoop had them bring up this other clip of all of them on stage, like right before everyone blew up.
Some Snoop wine.
Snoop was like, "This is rare. This is rare shit, man. This is rare." And I was like, "Okay, I better pay attention." Snoop said it's rare.
It's rare. What is that? Is that biscotti? Is that cake?
This is green matcha chocolate chip cake. There's chocolate chips in it, and it's green tea matcha. I don't know how this is gonna go. It's going pretty good.
Was it Victor? Yeah, the Snoop wine is drinkable. My sister had some and really liked it. But yeah, I think I probably was just in my bedroom and I saw like MTV news, breaking news that Tupac had died. That's probably what it was. I was watching MTV news. Billy, do you think MGTOWs are losers? I think, okay. Yes, I do. But I also
Good answer.
I also think most people are losers. I think that a lot of the
Good answer.
I think a lot of the women that MGTOWs like disavow and go their own way from, I think a lot of those women are losers. I think that like the majority of people are so focused on an idea that they were sold and told they have to achieve that they miss the infinite amount of opportunities to be happy because they're focused on this idea of what happiness is. They completely let all this satisfying happiness float away into nothing. Recognizing opportunities is one of the biggest indicators of a winner.
Being open to opportunities is the first step. And if you're not even willing to be open to opportunities, then go fuck yourself. Don't expect anything from anyone ever, because that's not how it happens.
Yeah, men.
Unless you have money, then there's always a pay to win model. Don't get me wrong. There's always a fucking way around shit. You know, people find it, but trust me, if you want to sleep at night, there's better ways.
I don't want to sleep at night.
I want to fuck.
I want to fuck. I just want to fuck. I don't want to sleep. I just want to fuck. I do like sleeping though.
Now I've got that fucking Kill Bill scene stuck in my head. I'm
Which
fucked,
one? Oh.
and I'm here to fuck.
God, yeah.
Fucking what?
Men,
Demonetized.
men do have it hard in separation courts and stuff, family courts. The children, the judgment usually goes towards the women.
Nature is just cruel to you, man. You don't matter.
Hold on.
You don't listen. You don't matter so much in nature that nature is wiping you out. Like, it's wiping you out.
Let me tell you this.
Your whole ass chromosome.
Men are
we need to protect you. Men are expensive. They're very hard and expensive.
They're
to make.
very expendable. They're very expendable. They are more expensive.
Biologically, it takes more to make a man than it does a woman, because men can't reproduce, but a woman can.
Well,
therefore,
the reproduction takes a lot of resources as well.
Therefore, nature favors the female in every species. It's not just human beings. This is a very evolutionary and fundamental thing to biology. It's not my fucking opinion. It's just how it is.
Women also...
This is why we need to protect men. Women need to stand up for their friends and their men.
Fuck that. Okay? Fuck that. Women are dumb. Men are dumb. We don't have to protect
Yeah.
anybody. We live in a civilization that
I
is.
don't know about that because
We live in a society.
There's double standards that we need to discuss here. You know, like how men are taught not to hit women, which they shouldn't.
They shouldn't hit
But
women
women
for
shouldn't
good
hit
reason.
men. Shut the fuck up. Women shouldn't hit men either.
Of course they
no
shouldn't.
one should be hitting anybody. First of all,
Of course, that's the golden rule here. Don't hit people.
yeah,
Like,
no
men
violence.
shouldn't be, but like a man hitting a woman is way different than a woman hitting a man.
And why is that?
Because through evolution, the same evolution that you said made men so expendable, it made men stronger because they didn't have to sit for 9 months and make more humans. They were always on their feet. They were always the ones that had to go and fight off attackers during that 9 months that the women were gestating and making another human, making the men stronger because 9 months of attacking while the women just sit there and basically have to keep their tiny little tummies chill so the baby doesn't come out extra whacked out. Men are stronger because of this evolution. It's not passive.
They're stronger, but
pacifism
women can be strong too.
Women can be strong,
Women.
but 90% of men could, like the top 10% of women could maybe really outstrength the bottom 10% of men, right? Like it's literally the top 10% of women versus the bottom 10% of men. And then everyone else is just
Okay.
way
All I know
unequal strength
for sure is that right now, men, you're getting left behind.
Everybody's getting left behind.
Women-
It's not just men. Let's not
women-
separate this. Everybody's getting left behind.
I'm not trying to fucking separate anyone, but you keep screaming at me.
Hell
and
yeah,
it's
because I'm a
making me
man.
upset.
I'm a man. I'm showing
Okay.
you. I'm showing you how men cannot get left behind. Like this is how men don't get left behind. Be better. It's the same way that women don't get left
Yelling
behind.
over someone doesn't make you better.
Okay.
Doesn't make you right. Doesn't make anything
How about we talk
you
less?
said correct.
How about we talk less about me yelling over you and more about what you were saying when I was yelling over you?
There are double standards when it comes to the sexes. Okay.
Of course there are.
We all know this. And it comes with experience. There are young people in the world that don't know about these double standards. And I bring up the violence stuff because I have seen with my fucking eyes women rip into men and men just take it. They just take it. They don't fight back. Okay? And there's no one there to fucking help them. And that's what
Boo-hoo.
men think they're supposed to fucking do. We all tell women, what do we tell women to do? Right? If someone in public, a woman, hit a man in public, no one's gonna give a fucking shit.
I
But
hit
if
women in
a
public all the
man-
time.
Hit a woman in public.
I hit women in public all the time.
You hit women in public.
Yes.
That's not respecting women, you know.
It's
You can't
exactly
say
what
that
they
on
want.
YouTube.
It's exactly what
You
they
better
want.
watch out.
It's always consensual.
You're gonna get disliked.
It's always consensual. Sometimes there's people around that think something weird's happening, and then they see, the glimmer in her eye when I smack her across the face. And they say, "Oh, she's into that sort of thing." And I'm like, "Yes, sorry about my public display of affection." But yeah, so basically, toxic women and toxic men exist on both sides, talking about how men shouldn't just let women hit them or whatever. Women shouldn't hit men, men shouldn't hit
Addressing
women.
double standards is important. Discussing the nuances of the differences between us is important. You don't understand who you are or what your fucking place is, then you can't help or provide for anyone else. You can't give them a relationship. You can't love them completely. And that's that.
most people aren't capable of that anyways. Most people are just settling. They're just settling for somebody so they're not lonely. You got to learn. Here's what you really got to do. Fuck hitting men or women, okay? Do whatever the hell you want. You're dumb if you hit people, or no matter what gender you are.
That's not the point. The double standard is the point. There are double standards.
There always will be double standards, though.
That's my fucking point. I'm not disagreeing with you. Chill, bro. Chill.
But the double standards are good for a reason, because when a man hits a woman for real, it does way more damage than when a woman hits a man for real.
I'm not saying anything against that. There's no way I would disagree with that.
Yeah.
Never.
We have to stop acting like women and men are equal. All right?
There's other double standards. Yes.
Women and men are not equal.
Violence. There's also mental illness. Men don't get enough help for the mental shit the load they have to carry.
Women also don't get enough help for a lot of things.
Women have shelters. They have tons of stuff. In America, yes, we have lots of fucking help. Okay? Tons of help. I have tons of fucking help. All I have to do is look around me and not be a fucking bitch or Karen, and that's it. That's literally all it fucking takes. You just have to treat people like you want to be treated. That's it. Seriously. And if people aren't treating you the way you think they should treat you, then you need to think about how you treat people. Stop thinking about people the way they look or their gender or whatever, and just think of them as people.
Ultra Joe, how you doing? Of course there's an agenda. There's an agenda to make us think that men and women are either not getting enough attention or are getting too much attention, when really it's all of us are being underrepresented. All of us are getting the short end of the stick. It's like we have to stop separating men put up with so much stuff, so do women, but they put up with so much stuff because our society is not built to cater to human beings. It's like the average human being, we are a product in the system. And what is our worth to the system? That's when you start to realize where our values and our equality start to distance from like real, like what we need as human beings versus what we're worth as human beings. Like we are not equal. We never, hey Billy, you like her? I like her too. I think she's a wonderful human being with some great argumentative skills. And sometimes I get really argumentative because that's the type of person I am. But it's so,
I love it.
It's so not because I don't respect what she's saying. It's just because I get all into my words. But like you look at, if you want to talk about how unfair men have it, let's take a look at the fact I don't think that men have it unfair. I think that some things affect men more than they affect women, just like some things affect women more than they affect men. That's why I brought up double standards, because only through recognizing these double standards and trying to minimize them in everyday life, that's how we help. You know, don't worry too much about the violence or the specific example I use. So let's look at the system that we live in and the fact that 93%, this is why there are women's shelters and not men's shelters, because 93% of prisoners in the United States are men. Those are your men's shelters. When a
men also on average commit suicide a lot more.
They successfully commit suicide a lot more. Women attempt it a lot more. Men are more successful with it, which is just another reason why men and women are not equal, because men get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking. What's up, Igby? How you doing? We're talking 93% of prisoners are men, okay? There's your men's shelter. You want to talk about the R word, the sexual assault that happens to men in prisons in a system that the prison system, we don't have the most prisoners per capita of any other country because we have the most criminals. It's because we have made a prison industrial complex where we make slave labor, we make money off of our prisoners. It is a business, it is capitalism in action, and we are basically taking these men that we're not building shelters for, that we're not putting mental health care for, we're not putting in positions. If they don't toe the line of the system, their shelter is being incarcerated and being used within the system, being paid a slave wage to exist, and being subjected to sexual assault at a much higher rate than outside of prison. It's disgusting. The way that we treat men in that sense, but it's not a man versus women thing. It's a system thing.
No,
it's a
not.
System thing.
And this is why I say women need to protect men, just like men protect women. Bill said earlier, you said it yourself, men protect women because they're strong, right?
Yeah.
Well, women protect men in an emotional way. But right now, what's being done is for some reason, people are telling men, you need to be vulnerable. You need to open up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You open up to the right person you trust in a safe place that no one else can use it against you.
It's definitely weakening a society. It's like,
there's a book I read called The Boy Crisis by Willin Farrell, and it cites a lot of good things in it that tell you about the things that boys deal with growing up, how they feel about life and how things get, what their role is in society. And it really helps you dive into some of these issues that do affect men. And if you care about men and you care about women, there's literature for this, okay? I read this book. It's by Warren Farrell. He's got a PhD. I have a link. I'll give it to you guys. Here. I thought it was back next week with a female book, if it makes you guys happy. Because it is not a female versus male thing. Like, we need to be on the same team if we're going to actually get anything done here.
We're not going to get anything done here. We need to know our enemy.
Women need to take more accountability for their role in protecting men, because women have been protected by men, you know.
Women need to stop wanting to turn men into women. That's one big thing. Like if you're a genderless, if you're a gender queer human being and you identify as a woman and you were born a male, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. We have to stop wanting to turn men into these soft creatures that we think makes them more human because it makes them more like the other people. We need to start realizing that the men that aren't soft, the men that are strong, the men that are hard, the men that do have a bit of a bite to them are the ones the women are going after. And these men, knowing they're the top 10%, aren't settling with any of these other women. So these women are unhappy that they're not getting good men because they're going after the men out of their pay grade that know they're not going to settle for any one woman because they can get all the women. Why go down and fuck one cow? Why run down and fuck one cow when you can walk down and fuck them all? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Moo. And that's the men going their own way, the feminist movement, all this stuff. There is a certain amount of human decency that you should be afforded as a human being. And I will tell you this, society as a whole wants to give you that decency. The problem is we're not set up in a system that values decency. We value numbers, we value success, and we will continue to pinch out decency at all costs as long as we hit that bottom line. And that is the way that we are set up as a country, not to give what was peace, love, and the pursuit of happiness? What's that catchword? What's that catchword they have in the damn Constitution or whatever? The pursuit of happiness? We're not here for the pursuit of happiness. We're here to make sure the wheel stays greased and a very elite level of people.
Oh, no. No. Bill Fridge.
What's that?
We're well past that. We're not that. We are the product now.
Of course.
We're no longer the workers. We're the product.
Well,
we're what's being sold.
If you look at like
everything you are and do is printed and copied somewhere and sold to companies.
Of course. Not like every move you make is monetized.
Yeah, we're a surveillance society. We're nose diving into surveillance society.
We probably won't do a ritual at some point. Say my name, say my name.
What's a ritual? Like what kind of ritual? Like a pagan ritual or like a seance?
Probably some sort of weird fat
like a
thing.
Sex ritual?
Probably,
like
yeah.
Shibari, like rope demon, Japanese sex stuff? You freaks. God.
You freaks. How dare you?
YouTube. You can't say that stuff here.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's not what this world is about. The system that we're currently in is set up to keep the majority of people living paycheck to paycheck so that the minority of people can continue experiencing upward gains to make money that they'll never be able to spend in their lifetime. There's the richest of the rich are creating survival bunkers in the case that this wonky system they built falls apart. They can drop 3 miles down underground and live in their lush subterranean dwellings. Their lush subterranean getaways. Their fortresses of solitude like Superman when the rest of the world starts eating themselves like zombies. In the USA, you never really own a home. You pay property tax all the time. You could say you own a home. The crazy thing is, tons of people do own property in the United States. We have Berkshire Hathaway. We have China. We have so many people that own houses that we have. What,
oh my God.
7? We have
Not
7 houses.
Do you guys know how much stuff 10 Cent owns? Holy fucking shit.
We have.
Yeah, just look that up.
We have 7 empty houses in the United States for every homeless person, right? Like, that seems ridiculous to me. You should be paying crazy amount of taxes on houses that aren't lived in. You should be paying, like, if you have a house and it's not being rented out, based on the necessity for housing in a given area, the tax should go up. If you just have a house that's not being dwelled in, the tax should go up huge if you're in an area that many people need housing in. You shouldn't be able to just sit on it. The property tax can take it back. Exactly. The property tax can take back any house that you have if you don't pay it. 10 Cent is the Chinese state. It's not just the Chinese state, though. It's a big part of it. But it's not just. The house I'm in right now is owned by a Chinese man.
Genshin cracking into the gaming market hard. China just is on fire right now.
Look up BlackRock. It's a wealth manager which manages like $9 trillion in wealth and is imposing leftist standards on the entire economy and society. Oh no. Leftist, rightist, it's all like literally left and right are 2 different hands of the same body. You have one hand that feeds and one hand that wipes your ass on the way out. And they combat, but they feed the same body, the same system. Am I a sleeper agent? I wish I was a sleeper agent. I'm just a fucking I'm like You ever see The Watchmen? You ever read the Watchmen comic book?
Mm-hmm.
Like the closest thing I am is like the comedian.
Oh.
I just tell jokes because I see the world in a way that makes me think that's the only way I can affect it is by making people laugh through the impending doom, the impending fallout of humanity. So I just smile, I just laugh. I'm the great clown Pagliacci. that's how I sexually identify, as the great clown Pagliacci.
You're an entertainer. People like entertainment. Without it, they'd go crazy.
She will not accept this. He won't. She is hot as fuck, and this is live King Crazy. How can we hit both those on the head? We're live and in full color.
Well, I'm kind of monochrome today.
Monochrome. It's a good look. Your bed's colorful.
It is.
I see the octopusy on top of the bullet bill and the octopusy on top of the milk. What's up, little homie?
You know who this is, Bill? You don't watch anime,
told me.
do you?
No, I don't. You told me.
Oh, I did tell you.
I forgot already.
He's a sweet
though.
boy.
He's a sweet boy.
Yeah.
Are you not entertained? You want to be a George Carlin? Yeah, George Carlin is great. I mean, all comedians I think are pretty great. I like entertainers. I like the aspect of people who their mission in life is to make other people smile and take their mood away from the hard parts of the world. A lot of people get paid to bring hardships onto people, you know? And that sucks.
Well, just look at this whole like Streamlabs thing. Slobs, I made a tweet earlier saying Slobs basically did what Thomas Alva Edison did to the guy that invented the light bulb. He just tweaked the product a little bit and then asked for money. Yeah. OBS never asked for money. And if we want OBS to be successful, we need to give OBS our money and not give, be so reactionary with how we spend our money online. Or, oops, I better not say that too loud. Might get canceled.
You're going to get canceled. OBS is open source.
I'm uncancelable.
Like you look back at Ford Motors, like they didn't invent the car either, you know. They just made a car and mass produced it, and also decided to pay their workers a wage where their workers could afford to buy the car. So not only did they mass produce the Model T, they started paying their workers enough money where their workers could buy the Model T, thus introducing a middle class. Because like I'm going to have something that I want to sell, and I want to sell more of them than I could sell to the current amount of people who can afford it. So I'm going to start creating a class of earners in America that can afford more and can spend more. And thus they started the middle class, the buying class. 1900s was really about taking the resources we have and just maximizing the output of them.
Oh, you guys, I fell down last week.
Why you fall?
I fell down trying to save the dog from the wire fence.
Oh.
Ouch.
You got beaten up pretty bad?
Yeah, my knees. I hurt my knees real bad.
Yeah, I
was stuck in bed all week.
I saw the boo-boo was not good.
It's healing up, though. I think I'm going to be fine. I don't think I even need to... Hopefully, don't need to go to the doctor. Streamlabs. They're not beefing. Streamlabs just fucking ganked OBS's name.
Yeah, Streamlabs wasn't just against OBS. Streamlabs took Elgato and they gave a download for the Elgato Stream Deck. You know how the Stream Deck works? They have the in-app version of effectively an in-app Stream Deck that the Elgato makes a hardware for. They made a software for the Stream Deck, and they called it Stream Deck OBS, or the Streamlabs Stream Deck. Like, they stole the name Stream Deck for it too, and they've done like the page layout and the integration of clipping, and there's a whole bunch of other people that Streamlabs just straight up lifted things from. But that's kind of how business works. If you look at all these other companies, if
we're living in a very mass-produced kind of world. Look at how it. Does anyone understand how NFTs work, like, at all? It's basically like gacha. Does anyone know what gacha is? Gacha games. I know there's gamers in the fucking chat.
Pepita Chip says, F Billy,
Where's
sell
my
out.
pogs? Where the
I'm not a
pogs
sellout. I'm not a sellout.
You're not. You
I'm not a
sweet boy.
sellout.
But you are pog.
I bought in.
You bought in.
And NFTs are 99%
money laundering. But why? Why are they? Why? Why? That's what everyone says. But why? Can you explain it?
It's like the way art gallery,
Gotcha.
art buying has always been a money laundering scheme, right? Like buying big art. You could put your money into that to evade having to pay taxes at the end of the year. Am I wrong about that? You'd have it retains value, right?
No.
I hate everybody and everything. It's a receipt of ownership for images that's traded. Yeah, it's like when you get a signed autographed baseball and you get that certificate of authenticity. The NFT itself is that certificate of authenticity.
They basically turned art into a gacha game. That's what society has done to art. Not only, it's like Andy Warhol's mass production of art on fucking steroids. Right?
Yeah, but that's what art has been. That's what art has been through capitalism.
This is rampancy. This is entropy. This is pretty much progression. This is how there was no other way for us to go forward with the art market. You know? Well,
there's unlimited ways for us to go forward. We just choose the one that's set to correspond with our system.
Yeah, people love to gamble so much that it works.
Yeah, Hunter.
And if you don't believe me, go look up Moon and Earth 2 and all those fucking NFT places where they basically made a digital version of the Earth and the Moon and are like selling plots of it for real money. And it just makes me want to smash things.
Victor Ed said, "Is it okay to let your crush know you got a crush on her, Billy, on her?" Definitely. If you got a crush on a girl, tell her, and then she can either tell you, "I like you too," or she can tell you, "Oh, I just want to be friends." And then at that point, be like, "Well, I can't be friends because I can't focus on anything but loving you in a way that I want to stick my penis inside you." And then take some time off. If she says yes, then say, "Cool, because I'd love to stick my penis inside you." And then hopefully she'll say, "Yeah, let's go. Put that penis inside me." But yeah, definitely tell her. Sticky says, "I know I wish I made my own cash grab art." Yeah. You should make your cash grab art.
It will become more acceptable as time goes on because, yes, it's easy to launder money when it's fucking gambling. It's fucking gambling. Duh. That's what we've basically turned everything into. And it's kind of been around for a really long time already. Like the mobile market, mobile gaming has had gacha mechanics since, oh god, 2010? Maybe even earlier than that. No, chill. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a nerd.
Igby says, Billy, I can't find a woman to take my penis willingly. Stop looking for one to take your penis willingly. Start looking at yourself. Become the type of person that you'd want to fuck. All right? And you'll be surprised how many people will then want to fuck you. Work better on yourself. Find things that you can focus on. Focus on making a better you, a more interesting you. Yoba Stream says Billy hasn't been laid in 30 years. Yeah, but it was a really good session 30 years ago. My fuck 30 years ago was better than any fuck you've had since.
Okay. Gacha game. A gacha game is a video game that implements the gacha mechanic. Similar to loot boxes, gacha games induce players to spend in-game currency to receive a random virtual item. The in-game currency can be gained by gameplay or by purchasing it from the game publisher using real-world funds. Most of these games are free-to-play, mobile games, where the gacha serves as an incentive to spend real-world money. The gacha game model began to spread widely, used in the early 2010s, particularly in Japan. Most of the high-grossing mobile games in Japan use it, and it has become an integral part of Japanese mobile gaming culture. The game mechanism is also increasingly used in Chinese and Korean games because they all love to gamble.
But
That's from the Wikipedia.
None of this idea here is any different than when you were when your granddad was a little kid and he'd open up a pack of baseball cards. And
this is what NFTs are.
NFTs are baseball cards.
That's why it's so easy to scam people. It's always been like that. You just have to pay attention and don't fall for the scams. Doesn't mean every single person that's using NFTs is stupid. It's just something that's new. It's a type of crypto virtual societal credit art thing. It's part
actually
of the world now.
It's actually a way to monetize art, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
That's something that should be applauded in the art world.
Yeah,
it's
if
allowing.
Has anyone ever seen those pick crew type things that people post on Twitter, where they post like a profile picture of themselves, like as a cartoon, and it's from Pick Crew? That's kind of like how people make NFTs. They make a bunch of little assets that they can swap and interchange with each other, much like, I guess, Neopets or Spores. Has anyone played Spores on the Wii? Gosh, what's a like? It's like a type of breeding game. You know,
standardized, randomized art.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's like.
It's like taking a Mr. Potato Head and having all the different pieces for a Mr. Potato Head. That you have 10 different sets of ears, 10 different sets of eyes, 10 different hats.
It's like buying magic cards.
Exactly.
It's like buying packs of magic cards.
Like I just said, it was baseball cards your grandfather was doing in the 50s. It's all this is the it's collectible, it's randomized collectible, and the art side of it is art that can be made with a list of attributes that can be interchanged digitally instantly to make 20 pieces of art into 2,000 pieces of art. And then some of the most sought after pieces of art will randomly be dispersed the same way the most sought after baseball players were dispersed in packs of baseball cards when your granddad was a kid. And you'd crack 10 packs of baseball cards trying to get that Babe Ruth. And when you finally got it, you were like, oh, fat guy. Back when fat guys were sports stars. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yes. NFTs are not inherently evil, but yes, gambling has always been susceptible to scams, and you need to be diligent, and that's why gambling is required. It's age restricted, you have to be of legal age to do it. And that's, there's been a lot of not speculation, but debacle in the gaming industry about these mechanics in games that kids play, because it is gambling, but it's also harmless gambling. It's like going to the store and sticking a quarter in that machine and getting a random thingammy-what's-it and opening it up and going, oh, I got a necklace or a sticky hand, those fucking things.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you remember those things?
Yeah.
You go to the shopping store and there'd be like, you put 2 quarters in it, spin the thing, and you get a little like container, open the container up. It's just like that.
I brought up those sticky hands on Drunken Peasants this last week. I can't remember what it was in reference to, but I was bringing up the sticky hands for something funny. You've seen some Picasso level NFTs? Yeah, like the NFTs. Here's the thing about NFTs, okay? An NFT is literally just the little card you get on an autograph that authenticates the autograph and says this autograph is a legit autograph, certificate of authenticity. That's what an NFT is. The art connected to it can be worthless or it can be amazing. And some of it's worthless because people are trying to create cash grabs. They're trying to create the idea that what you're going to get will be the next $70,000 little cartoon monkey, right? That's the idea. Obviously, it's not going to be most of the time.
It usually turns out to be shit.
But every once in a while, it will be.
How often do you get the cool cards in Magic? When you get packs of Magic cards, how often do you get the cards you actually want?
Very rarely. Buy singles.
It's designed to be this way.
Buy singles. Art is art, and NFT is no different. Well, NFTs are only the certification of art. So, like, this is a way to take a digital piece of art and make it rare, to certify it. Otherwise, the digital art can be copied and copied and copied 1,000 times over with no degradation. That's what a digital file does. Zeros and ones. But here's just food for thought real quick. If you want to make an authentic piece of art, get a piece of fucking paper and a fucking pencil and make some fucking art. Because the digital world is different. Things are different here. If you want something to be authentic and truly, really, genuinely authentic, not realness, you definitely just make it. Make it in real life. All right, little orphan analog. We live in a digital world now, though. Like, we got everybody pushing towards a metaverse.
Don't lie to yourself. People can copy it. Just because you have a non-fungible token on some art piece online doesn't mean some schmuck can't come up and fucking copy paste that shit. But that's
not why they exist. They exist to authenticate the source.
But that doesn't make it authentic.
Some dirt.
Okay. The non-fungible tokens only rely solely on the honor system, and there are no honor. Is no honor among thieves.
Well, the non-fungible tokens do not rely on the honor system. They rely on They rely on
the honor system on the fact that nobody else would take a screenshot. And I'm telling you, if you want to make something rare, you make it with your fucking hands.
It's not about the screenshot. It's about the series.
It with your hands.
It's about the series of perfected.
Don't post it anywhere people can copy it.
It's about the ownership of the series of numbers on a blockchain that make it highly unique to you and can be owned to you. Like
that's all digital, cybernetic.
Yeah, but
gotcha, baby.
The blockchain is owned. It's not honor system at all when it comes to what an NFT actually is.
You post something on the internet, anyone can own it.
Could you copyright strike someone?
Anyone anyone can just fucking grab it and start making money off of it. It happens all the time,
For
every
one,
day.
if you buy an NFT, okay, if you buy an NFT, you don't even own the art represented in the NFT. That's still owned by the creator of the art. You own the blockchain to say that you own the authenticated piece of art from that chain. That's all you own. You own the existence of that art on the blockchain. You don't own the art itself. And you can try and copyright strike people.
You own a code that is essentially a proxy of an artist's signature. That's what you own. You don't own the image. The image can be copied and pasted 1,000 times. And that's what I mean by, if you want to make something that nobody can copy, don't post it, make it with your hands. And that feeling will go away. I've been there. I've been through my own little artist journey, and I've been like, oh my God, am I like a real artist? Existential crisis much? Trust me, it's just do it. Just try it. Make something. It's good for you. I'm high. You want to talk about magic?
No.
No?
Are we done talking about NFTs now?
Well, I was having fun because it's kind of like a new hot topic in the art world.
Yeah. But it's really a new hot topic in the digital cryptocurrency world. Like, it's just giving, it's basically like,
I mean, let's call it what it is, gambling.
It's not even gambling, it's investing, it's ownership. Like with NFTs,
investing is taking a gamble. When you invest your money in something, you are hoping that investment's gonna return something. Maybe not always money, but something.
But the idea of it, calling it a gamble, is like you have to look at the odds, right? You have to look at the build. You have to. Some people are too dumb to realize what they're buying into. They're buying into the hype, and if you're buying into the hype, you're taking more of a gamble than if you're creating the hype.
Because it makes people stop and think twice. I'm only speaking the truth.
The truth doesn't exist.
There is no spoon.
NFTs are basically like there's a pimp and a hoe, okay? The art is the hoe, all right?
A pimp named Slickback?
The art is the hoe. The pimp is the blockchain, the cryptocurrency, the money behind the NFT. So like NFTs don't exist within the art world without the pimp, right? The art world is the hoe. It's the enticement. So you can't look at NFTs only as an art thing. They exist because of the way of giving value to something that we thought, like the way you're looking at it as anything can be copied.
I don't think of NFTs as only an art thing. I think of it as gambling. And I've said that several times tonight.
Well, it's not gambling. We found a new way to make something property.
Invest money
to make property. This is
a virtual stock market.
This is a new form of property. That's all NFTs are. They're a new form of ownership. They're a digital ownership that allows us a limited resource. So we're creating a limited resource. That is the NFT.
Okay.
When you're saying anything can just be copied, like, yeah, that's the digital realm before. Anything could have just been copied.
I can save this video. I can any NFT art posted anywhere can be screenshotted, saved.
Of course. And to think of that,
And
to think of
when
that as
we use words like authenticity and rare and one of a kind, it kind of paints a different picture. That's all. I'm just
and what I'm saying is the
using
way
my
that you're
words
looking at it,
carefully.
the way that you're looking at it is the old way, right? Like the reason NFTs exist is because
I'm simplifying it. Yes, I'm keeping it simple.
It's the old way.
It is important when we are introducing something new to society to take a step back and kind of watch for a while.
What's up,
Maybe
Matt Pitt?
not just, invest into just anything.
Little legs. I was eating sloppy joes. Luna and I had sloppy joes for dinner. But yeah, the idea that anything can be copied, like that's the old way. That's the old way of digital art.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that
That's like the way you're coming at it is you're looking at it from the old way. To understand NFTs now, the way NFTs are and what NFTs represent, it's finding a way to put value where value never existed before. Because the thought that anything can be copied, that's when it comes to digital art, that's obviously true, right? Anything can be copied, it's digital art, but this is putting a serial number, it's putting a certificate of authenticity on a piece of digital art to now make it a virtual property, virtual ownership. It's like the same thing as buying real estate. It's online real estate. So that's really what NFTs are. They're really real estate business. And to call it gambling, it's gambling the same thing as if you buy a house in an area that is the property value is going to go down in 10 years versus if it's going to go up in 10 years. That's how you have to look at NFTs. You have to look at them as you're investing in a piece of property, and obviously this property, it might look good, but where will it be in 10 years? Where will it be in 10 months? Where will it be in 10 days?
And is it worth taking a gamble on? Is it worth investing my time and money and effort into?
I think a lot of NFTs 100% are worth investing your time and money into, as judged on the NFTs that have success, the ones that people do make money off of. How long will the hype of these things last? We don't know if they'll all go bottom out.
It's very rare, the amount of people within these cryptocurrencies. It's just like the magic packs. How often do you get the cards you want? And that's how it works. That's the mechanic of it. That's what it's all predicated on.
That's the distribution mechanic of a certain type of NFT, yeah. Like a lot of them are mass-produced cash
Certain
grabs.
type, yes.
Some of them are one-of-a-kind pieces of art that are just certified. But the NFT itself is the certificate. It's the property. It's the real estate.
It depends on the artist, whether the artist is independent or corporate, too. There's a lot of nuance involved in this, and I get that. I'm not trying to speak as though I'm only seeing it from one kind of perspective. Like I'm pretty open-minded about stuff.
Yeah.
I just know that this is mostly a gamble. And my mentality in life, personally, is and always has to be, is this worth spending money on? Anything I spend money on is a gamble for me.
Was Bitcoin a gamble?
Yeah.
Of course. Yes. And it paid off. Everything that you invest your time or money into is a gamble. Every single thing. Your love life is a gamble. Mm-hmm. Your meal time is a gamble. You don't know if what you're going to eat is going to make you sick. You don't know if what you're going to eat is going to make you eat more because it's going to make you hungry. Everything you do in this world is a gamble. So to just say an NFT is a gamble, it's a little off the mark.
You can choose your words and I can choose mine. I choose my words very carefully for a reason. I want people to think twice before they invest their hard-earned money into something that might not actually be what they say it is.
I don't want you to think
There's
twice.
a lot of people right now using NFTs in a very nefarious way. I want people to be careful. That's all. I'm using my language the way I feel I need to.
I don't even want people to be careful.
I don't think you're wrong. I think you're 100% right.
I don't think people should get into NFTs if they're not willing to study NFTs the same way they would study anything they spend their money on. If you're the type of person that just spends your money on stuff and it like, oh, this new game came out. I'm going to buy this new game. Oh, this game sucks. You spent $80 on a game that you played an hour or two of. Then maybe you should invest in NFTs and lose your money because that's the type of person you are. Some people spend $80 on a game because they know the game, they know who makes it. They know the characters in it. They know the length of story in it. And they spent $80 on a game because they invested in the game they knew they would play for years. Skyrim came out 10 years ago. Those people that knew about Skyrim coming out, they knew that was a game that 10 years later they're still going to be playing. And those are the type of people, if you look into things that way, sometimes you stumble on Skyrim. Sometimes you have no idea Skyrim's going to be a 10-year game. Sometimes you just pick up Skyrim, oh, you win. Some people just pick up an NFT and it's a winner. Yeah. You should invest. You should look into everything because right here, right now, NFTs are a new form of real estate. And the real estate we have right now, the land that we have on Earth, it's pretty much being bought up by the ultra elite. It's very hard for the new generations to own any property.
I have a really good example of someone who's doing NFTs, I think, the right way. Well, she gotchified her art. And she doesn't call it NFTs either, but it's sort of the same thing, you know? She has, people will pay for art, right? That's like maybe $5 and they'll get a random sketch of something. Just random. Because nobody knows what they'll get. And I thought that was pretty cool. That's cute. If people want to do stuff like that, more power to them. I'm not very fast with my art, but I've seen some people just whip some shit out. And if you can do stuff like that, like, take advantage. That's a cool thing to do. People love shit like that. For some reason, people really love to just waste their fucking money on random shit. But they also like to support artists and friends and creators that they think are providing good entertainment out there. It takes a lot to distract you guys.
Right now, everything being done in the NFT world is still the Wild West. It's still very basic. We don't know where it's going to settle in 5 to 10 months, let alone 5 to 10 years. We don't know if these crypto punk, whatever the hell the crypto dilly doos are, whatever the cool NFT is, we don't know if it will fall the fuck out, if it will become exponentially higher and higher. I think a lot of it's built up on hype, but we don't know. The fact that we found a new realm for it, there is money laundering going on it, but there's money laundering going on in
what do you think dots on fucking canvases for $3 million is?
Yeah, that's money.
That's not art. That's money laundering.
There's money laundering going on when Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, suddenly out of nowhere was declared as could be very successful in the art world. He's slapping paint on a painting and having all these outside influences buy his art for $2 million. So that goes off the record. They're giving him $2 million so they can have access to maybe his dad. Maybe it's crazy when a president might be in the pocket of a crackhead, money laundering shithead artist, right? But that's why people are paying this much money for Hunter Biden's art. Not because Hunter Biden is the next Picasso, the next Michelangelo. It's because it's money laundering. NFTs are just the same on a different level. But if Hunter Biden can come in and jizz paint on a canvas and sell it for $2 million, it's because of the money laundering. It's because of people being able to buy his assets and give him money without having a paper trail towards, well, we just had him on the board of a company. It's just switching over his influence, which seems to have proved lucrative over the years. His influence on his father has proved lucrative over the years, that he can be an open, admitted crackhead, get paid tons of money by foreign companies for what looks to be little work, And now he's going to be able to become a great artist with his bullshit paintings and launder that cash. That's what this is, though. It always has been. I don't know if Pizzagate is real, but it sure would be an interesting way for somebody to buy damn kids by buying paintings on the black market, or not an open market for art, spending $3 million on a painting, and then you get some damn kids out of it. Obviously, that was proven to be untrue. I'm not saying it exists, but the bones there are there for a reason. You can spend $2 million at an art house, and that transfer of wealth goes towards the art, but it really benefits so many other people. That's why James Alefantis, the guy that was behind the Pizzagate conspiracy, was one of the top 50 most influential men in Washington, D.C., because he was selling high-class art in exchange for probably political gain. He was a middleman for these moves, this corruption. And that's not a Pizzagate scandal idea. That's just literally how art gets moved. And he's in DC, he's moving art. $2 million goes into this painting, it benefits somebody. Who does it benefit? Where's the paper trail? We don't know, because we're over here trying to find the paper trail of paying our rent or buying our groceries. That's the paper trail that the majority of society can follow, is the exact trail of paper to their rent check or their grocery bill. And sometimes they don't all add up. Sometimes you're choosing between simple health assistance or having a healthy meal or having a respectable roof over your head.
Yeah.
We live in a society. We're so angry at our neighbor.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
A beautiful day for a neighbor.
Day for a neighbor.
Would you be mine?
Won't you be mine?
Please, won't you be
my neighbor? I wish I was Billy's little brother.
That would be lit. That would
You'd probably
be
get
lit.
noogies all the time.
Noogies? Noogies are nuggies. So if you're hungry, cold, and homeless, child... I don't know what you're talking about, Pepita Chips. Your wording is weird as hell.
Yeah.
Luna da Vinci.
William T. Fridge.
How's your tummy?
Tummy is pretty okay.
Good, good, good.
I'm bleeding. It's The Shining.
You got a sloppy Joe of your own going?
Yeah. Yeah. You ever see that scene in The Shining when the elevator opens up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an elevator boy.
Yeah.
Oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Non-playable character. That reminds me, I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV tonight because Endwalker's coming out soon, and this bitch is going to the moon. Let's go. So
will I be skinny in the metaverse? No, I'll be so fat in the metaverse that people will live inside of my fat rolls in the metaverse.
Do you have a Facebook, Bill?
Of course.
Ah.
Everybody has a Facebook now.
I do, yeah.
Have another dish of that amazing food beside you. I'm full. I have enough meat left for two sloppy joes, so I'm probably gonna have these maybe tomorrow or late night. Itty bitty titty committee, how you doing? Good to see you. Billy Rogan. Like the Wall-E humans? Exactly. Wall-E. I have some keto ice cream bars in my freezer that I haven't tried yet.
My Facebook is private because it's my address book. I don't follow people on there. It's like only my family, because I streamed on Mixer. When I blew up on Mixer, someone like went and like contacted my father, and I flipped out, and everything's private now.
Nope. My Facebook is public, but my private parts, my private parts are public, but my Facebook is private. Damn it. Never mind.
I was
trying to make a funny joke. I give up.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
I give up.
No.
Wally.
I'm sad that I only have bean crackers left in my box. I ate all of my Japanese treats so quick. Don Yaki is so good. Oh my god. Yum. And there was this white strawberry that was basically all white chocolate. It was good. Food. Bean crackers, yeah. I'm gonna put them in ramen.
Have a good night, zombie nomad. Don't you hate it when someone asks a question they didn't want other people to answer in the first place? Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't hate anything. Blasian, is that my dinner? Do you never watch these streams, Blasian? We eat dinner on these streams every night. This was Sloppy Joe mix with some Sloppy Joe buns. Jesus Louise's, Blasian. Do you not pay attention?
Don't you hate it when someone asks a question they didn't want other people to answer in the first place? No, because whenever I say something in public, usually the public is going to try and say something back. I usually try to just keep in mind that not everybody understands the context of what I say. And I just don't take anything really that personally. Is that a good answer, Bill?
It's a fantastic answer.
Okay, yeah. I also don't give a shit. That helps.
I also punch babies.
Yeah.
I can't eat no more. I can't. My tummy is full. I'm gonna save this for a late night snack, probably.
Mm-hmm.
If I had anything right now, I would have one of the new ice cream bars I got that are keto ice cream bars. But I think I'll probably even save those. These aren't sweet rolls. They're just hamburger buns. They're keto hamburger buns. They're soft.
I think my favorite thing was the green tea matcha chocolate chip cake. That was just so good. I wish there was 2 of those.
Green tea matcha. We did not play the Adam Sandler Sloppy Joe song while we ate. That would have been a good soundtrack. Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe.
You know, we need to figure out a way that I can hear stuff too.
Yeah, right now it's just shitty background. The site that I use background music for, Pretzel Rocks, it has, since the last time we streamed, it's now a premium service. If I want the full service, it's going to cost me $15.
Oh my god, you guys, why do you guys buy this stupid shit? Pretzel sucks.
Everything is going to be okay, Egby.
Just make lo-fi playlists on YouTube.
Well, it's supposed to be able to be YouTube safe where it won't trigger your monetization or whatever. It won't. They're all free to stream on YouTube. That was the reason I was using it. Pozole.
Stupid pretzel. Like, that's like the NFT version of music.
Everything inflating like Billy. I know, but don't worry. We're going to get down again. Or the world will end because nobody can afford to buy bacon. Bum,
I mean, I wouldn't really mind if bacon wasn't available. I'd miss it. I definitely would eat it if it was available. But I don't think I'd be like, oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to eat bacon again. I just can't live. I want to die. Like, I just can't see that happening. Like,
I want to live in a world where socialism includes everybody having. Everybody has avocados. We should all have avocados as part of our socialism.
I think we should all have a Nikocado avocado in our diet.
Oh my god. Luna is not a vegetarian person.
I am not. I am the furthest thing from a vegetarian. Okay, I like all my vegetables cooked. I barely eat raw things, raw vegetables.
No ice cream bars. Damn.
I only like the freshest of like vegetables if they're raw.
Pretty sure I got some bacon in my freezer right now.
I got bacon. I got applewood bacon, and I think I got hickory bacon.
I watched a terrible movie last night on Netflix.
Why?
It was starring Jimmy O
Without
Yang.
me?
Yeah, of course.
Sadness.
I watched a movie starring Jimmy O Yang. I really like his stand-up. I think he's very funny. And I was like, I'm going to watch this film because I like Jimmy O Yang. But it was the
I like
drizzling
that name.
shits.
What?
It was so bad.
Drizzling shits?
Yeah, it was the drizzling shits. It was called I can't remember what it was called.
I watched that what's the ladies special on South Park, and that was like all shit. Like literally, like everyone was shitting themselves in that episode. I mean, technically, Sticky, we are food that eats food. I mean,
we are food that eats food.
was it I can't remember the name of the party, but they got stuck up in the mountains and they started to eat each other. And Trey Parker did a fucking musical about it called Cannibal the Musical. Anybody?
The movie I watched last night was called Love Hard. It stars Nina Dobrev and Jimmy O Yang. And it's about a guy who used fake profile pictures. It was Jimmy O Yang.
Donner Party.
Used a catfish profile. And this hot girl living in LA flew out to upstate New York to see him. And when she got there, she realized she was being catfished. But then he offered her the opportunity. He said he knew everything about the guy who he used the picture of, and he would teach her how to get a date with the guy that he was using to catfish her with. And it's a terrible movie. It's a horrible movie. But I watched it all because I'm sick in the head. And as I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, this is horrible."
Remember that movie we watched about art?
Yeah. The art murder movie.
What's the point of art if no one sees it?
Damn.
Which I highly disagree with.
I actually was logging in to watch the Tiger King season 2, and this came up, and Tiger King season 2 for some reason wasn't showing up anywhere. So I just watched this stupid movie. Velvet Buzzsaw was the one we watched. It was about murder in the art world. Yeah.
It was definitely, it had its moments, but it was so corny.
Yeah, it has Toni Collette in it, John Malkovich, Daveed Diggs. They're all good. Had some good names in it, so it It was a
Like,
weird movie, though.
honestly, if anything, it's a horror. It's a slight. It's almost like a horror parody
Yeah.
about the pretentiousness of art,
Yeah.
which it can get pretty fucking pretentious. Don't get me wrong. And man, it really does. It really does. Get there.
It really do be like that sometime.
I need to check on the Doge.
On the Doge, should we
Yeah,
wrap
I
up
think-
here?
Yeah.
We've been going for an hour 45. Everybody who's been hanging with us tonight, thank you for having dinner with us. You want to
We
follow?
had a really good convo.
We had
I enjoyed the convo. I love confrontation.
We had a nice dinner fight. Good convo. It was great. If you guys want to go follow Luna Da Vinci on Twitter, I just sent a link in the chat. She's got all her other links to all her other platforms there. It's a great hub to get started and delve deep. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be back probably again next Wednesday. So keep an eye out. Love you. Bye-bye. Luna, anything you want to say to anybody?
Don't forget to eat your meat.
Don't forget to eat your meat. Good night, everybody.
You have any pudding if you don't eat your meat.